Let me say something that might make a few people uncomfortable, yet it needs to be said. It might even upset some people, and that's okay. I'd love to hear about it from you. But loving your grandkids doesn't mean that you have to be the babysitter. And it doesn't mean that you're available on demand just because you're retired. This is one of the hardest boundaries to set. And today, we're going to talk about it honestly. Hi, I'm Dan with the Retirement Channel, and I have grandkids. And I love them dearly. I'd do anything for them. But here's the truth. Grandkids are hard. And that's why God gives them to young people and not old people. And yet retirees are often expected to step in at a moment's notice. And let's talk about why that's a problem and what we should do about it. If you're retired, you've probably heard some version of what I'm about to say. Well, you're not working anymore. You should be able to help out. Or, can you watch the kids? Today it's just for a few hours. Or, you're retired, your schedule is flexible. But here's what they're really saying. Your time is not as valuable as my time. And retirees often hear that deeply. Not because your kids are trying to take advantage of you, most of them aren't, but because they don't realize what kind of pressure that puts on you. Let's be honest, grandkids require a lot of energy. And after 60, energy is a very limited resource. You don't bounce back the way you used to. You don't run on 4 hours of sleep the way you once did. And you can't chase toddlers around like you did when you're 30. And when the kids are raised differently, with fewer boundaries and less discipline, it's even harder. I've told people that the manager in me comes out, and it does. Because I spent decades leading, correcting, guiding, setting standards, but now those expectations just create friction. But here's where retirees can get stuck. You love your grandkids. You'd love to help out. You would love to be involved. But you also want your own time, your own plans, your own peace, and your own life. Here's the emotional trap. You feel guilty for wanting your own time. Now, let that sink in for just a minute. You feel guilty for wanting your own time. You feel selfish, like you're letting someone down. You feel like you're supposed to say yes, but here's the truth. You spent your whole life doing what was asked of you. And retirement is the first time you get to choose what you want to do. And that's not selfish. That's actually healthy. Here's something to consider. If you say yes once, that's a favor. If you say yes twice, it's a pattern. If you say yes 3 times, it becomes your job. People don't mean to take advantage, but they will fill any space that you don't protect. If you don't set boundaries early, you can become the default babysitter. You can become the backup plan. And suddenly your retirement starts to feel more like the job that you didn't even apply for. And here's the part retirees need most. The words. Maybe these will help you next time. I love spending time with my grandkids, but I already have plans for today. Even if those plans are watching Leave It to Beaver reruns, they're still your plans. Maybe try this one. I'm happy to help out sometimes, but I can't do it all the time. It's really hard on me. Or another one might be, I can't today, but let's try another time when it'll work for both of us. When you finally set this boundary, something amazing happens. You stop feeling resentful and you start enjoying your grandkids again. You stop feeling guilty and you start enjoying your retirement. You stop feeling trapped and you start enjoying your life again. Because you're no longer giving from a place of obligation. You're giving from a place of choice. And that's the difference. You're not wrong for wanting your own time. That's not selfish. You're not a bad grandparent or a bad parent. You're retired, and your time matters as much as anyone else's. If this has helped you breathe just a little bit easier, go ahead, like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and the next time a video comes out, you'll be notified. If I said anything you disagree with, let me know in the comments how you look at it. I laid out some truths that are not very comfortable today, and they're only my opinions. I'd love to hear yours. In the next video, we're going to be talking about something just as important: protecting your calendar, and why retirees need to stop letting other people schedule their lives. You're going to love the next one. So again, I'm Dan with the Retirement Shift. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for stopping by today.